Hello everyone, this is the video for the students of class 11th biology. Excuse me. The topic covered in this video is enzyme action. It means how does enzyme work, and secondly classification of enzymes. These two topics are covered. So begin with mechanism of enzymes, that is mode of action. See, uh, already I told you that the enzymes, they have the active sites where the substrate get fixed. Okay, so the substrate is bound in the active site by multiple weak forces. Okay, these forces are weak forces and which results into the enzyme substrate complex. Once bound active residue within the active site of the enzyme act on the substrate molecule to transform it first into the transition state and transition state complex, that is enzyme substrate complex, and then into the product. Okay, and after that product is released. So this is the mode of action, and after this the enzyme is now free to bind with another molecule of substrate and begin its catalytic cycle again. मतलब उसमें active site में fit हो जाएगा, फिर कुछ वहाँ पे actions होंगे और उसके बाद product का formation होगा. Okay, so this is like this. ये जो दिया है ये लॉक एंड की हाइपोथेसिस है. लॉक एंड की हाइपोथेसिस, जैसे कि एक पर्टिकुलर लॉक के लिए एक पर्टिकुलर की ही होती है. इन द सेम वे देयर इज अ पर्टिकुलर एंजाइम फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर सबस्ट्रेट. बस दिस यू नीड टू कीप इन माइंड. ओके, सो व्हाट हैपन्स, the same way how the key acts. Okay, how the key just uh, means just gets fixed into the sockets. Okay, in the same way there the substrate also get fixed into the active site of enzyme and forms the enzyme substrate complex. So this is why it is called as the lock and key hypothesis. Okay, and this lock and key hypothesis model, it was proposed by Emil Fischer in 1894. So according to this model, the shape of the substrate and the active site of the enzyme are thought to fit together like a key into its lock. Okay, so the two shapes are considered as rigid and fixed and perfectly complement each other when brought together in the right alignment. Now that was about the mode of action of the enzyme. Now according to the type of reaction, okay, type of reaction that enzyme catalyzes, on that basis enzymes are classified into 7 categories. Okay, oxidoreductase, transferases, hydrolases, lysases, isomerases, ligases and translocases. Okay, and out of these oxidoreductases, transferases and hydrolases, these are the most abundant forms of enzymes. So this is the classification of uh, enzyme you can see over here. Now as I told you that they are classified on the basis of the reaction they work in. Okay, like oxidoreductase, that catalyzes oxidoreduction reaction between the two substrates. Okay, in the same way transferase, that catalyzes transfer of a group between a pair of substrate. Okay, hydrolases, that catalyzes hydrolysis of ester, ether, peptide, glycosidic bonds. Okay, lysases, that catalyzes removal of group from substrate. Okay, isomerase, that catalyzes interconversion of optical, geometric or positional isomers, and ligases, which links together of two compounds. Okay, so these are the enzymes. Okay, 6 categories of enzymes. So in detail, as I told you, the oxidoreductase that catalyzes oxidation reduction reaction where electrons are transferred. Okay, and these electrons are usually in the form of hydride ions or hydrogen atoms. The most common name used in dehydrogenase and sometimes reductase is used. And oxidase is referred to when the oxygen atom is acceptor. Okay, and transferases. So this catalyzes transfer reaction. The transfer occurs from one molecule that will be the donor to the another molecule that will be the acceptor. So most of the time the donor is a cofactor that is charged with the group about to be transferred. So we have the example hexokinase used in the glycolysis. Okay, hydrolases, this catalyzes the reaction that involves hydrolysis. So usually it involves the transfer of functional groups to water. Okay, when the hydrolase act on amide, glycosyl, peptide, ester or other bonds, they not only catalyze the hydrolytic removal of a group from the substrate but also a transfer of the group to an acceptor compound, for example chymotrypsin. Okay, lysases, it catalyzes reaction where functional groups are added to break double bonds in molecules, or the reverse where double bonds are formed by the removal of the functional groups. Isomerases, it catalyzes reactions that transfers functional groups within a molecule, so the isomeric forms are produced. So these enzymes allow for structural or geometric changes within a compound. Ligases, they are involved in catalysis where two substrates are ligated and the formation of carbon-carbon, carbon sulfide, carbon nitrogen and carbon oxygen bonds due to condensation reactions. These reactions are coupled to the cleavage of ATP. Many enzymes they require the presence of a small non-protein units or cofactors to carry out their particular reaction. So this topic is is cofactor. Okay, so cofactor may be either one or more inorganic ions such as zinc ions, ferrous ions, or a complex organic molecules called a coenzyme. A metal or coenzyme that is covalently attached to the enzyme is called a prosthetic group, like heme in the hemoglobin. Some coenzymes such as NAD, they are bound and released by the enzyme during its catalytic cycle and in effect function as co-substrate. Many coenzymes are derived from the vitamin precursors. Here you can see once again the cofactor, that is non-protein constituent found to the enzyme to make it catalytic active. मतलब enzymes के साथ कुछ group जुड़ा होता है जो कि non proteinous होता है, उस non proteinous part को ही हम cofactor कहते हैं. ओके, और जो उसका प्रोटीनियस पार्ट होता है उसे हम एपोएंजाइम कहते हैं. राइट, so cofactors are three: prosthetic group, coenzyme and metal ions. So you will get a difference. Prosthetic group, this is an organic compound which is tightly bound to apoenzyme. Okay, coenzyme, that is organic, that is also organic compound which has transient association. Okay, means not that much tight. And metal ions, they are required for enzyme activity. They form coordination bond with side chains at active site and with substrate. Okay, so this the three topics I have covered in this, that is action of enzyme, that is classification of enzyme, and the third topic is cofactor. Thank you so much.